So today I'm going to share with you some real life advice about how I was able to be myself and the importance of being yourself. And I'm going to start with a quote from Wayne Dyer. So Wayne says, "How people treat you is their karma, and how you react is yours. Everything is an opportunity to either grow or to keep you from growth." So what I'm going to talk to you about today is how I learned to be myself, how I understood not to emotionally react, not to give people my power, and to know that I matter more than the opinion of others. So before I go into that today, if you really like this channel, which I hope you do, and like this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, as I will notify you, that will notify you of when I am posting, which is every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Okay, so I'm going to start with the fact that I learned that I had a choice. Now, we all know deep down that we have a choice, but we also don't know that we have a choice, because I'm sure if you look at things in your life and you realize that you actually had a choice and you could actually change certain things, you would have done it ages ago. So even though we know we have that word in the English language, in the dictionary, that we have, we have a choice, we don't always use that. So when I knew that I had a choice, I knew that I had a choice to not emotionally react, but I didn't know how to stop emotionally reacting to situations. I didn't have the tools and the understanding that I needed to piece it together, like a puzzle really, to piece it together, to know how to control it. So I'm going to start with how I learned to control my emotionally reacting to other people's behaviors and actions towards me. So when I look back through a lot of things that have happened to me in my life, I think, you've listened to my videos, there has been a lot of pain, there has been a lot of roller coasters, specifically with people. And that was all linked back to me not valuing myself or loving and accepting myself exactly as I am, which I've learned to do now. So what I would attract is, because I was already carrying a lot of pain from things that had happened to me in my past, then this, it wasn't literally the same people, but people would show up in my life a lot of the time with similar traits that would cause me the similar triggers to feel the pain. Now, I wouldn't always necessarily emotionally react out, like get really angry. Sometimes I'd really go in on myself. I would have to hide away from the world because I felt so awful, absolutely dreadful, about what somebody else had done and how it was making me feel. And whether I was hiding away or whether I, emotionally had an argument with somebody, and told them how I felt, I would still feel absolutely horrendous afterwards. It would literally drain me. I didn't want to be around anybody. And I was getting a lot of people showing up, kind of doing these things that were causing me to feel the pain. And whether I would say it to them or not, or whether I would hold it inside internally, either way, I was still emotionally reacting, either out loud or internally. And it was, like I said, it was draining me. It was like somebody was literally sucking the life out of me when I was doing this, but I didn't have any way of stopping because I didn't understand why it hurt so much. I didn't understand the real, there was something that was missing from somebody saying, well, just don't do it. But that's not going to work, because this is a habitual pattern that I have. When something comes into my life that hurts me, how I react. so, you know, just stopping it is not, it's not going to work. I needed to know more than that. It's like I needed to have that leverage. I've talked about that in some of my videos as well. I needed to have a strong enough leverage and a strong enough understanding as to why these things were happening to be able to stop it. So I've talked before about I've had coaching, and I've used a variety of different resources to get me all the answers that I need. And I stumbled across something on YouTube actually. And I put the question out there to the universe saying, look, you know, just show me, please show me the answer. Show me the answer. What is it? Why is this happening? What is it? And I just so happened to then click on YouTube, and I watched a YouTube video, and the word just came out, and it was just, oh, that is it. That is it. And the word was insignificant. So these people and these that were showing up in my life, and the all the events that were showing up were hurting me, that were causing that trigger of pain, was all centered around the fact that I felt that I was being made to feel insignificant. Now, there's a couple of things linked to that. One, when I realized it was all linked to feeling insignificant, it was like a hallelujah moment. It was that literally that penny drop moment that I had going, brilliant, okay, now I know how I'm truly feeling. I know that that isn't true because I know that I am significant. How do I then link that to stopping emotionally reacting for good? Even though I'd actually stopped emotionally reacting, but I still felt pain sometimes, and I wanted the answers. So I got the answer of that these situations were making me feel like I was insignificant. So that was number one. And then I was able to link that in with another quote from Wayne Dyer, which is, I matter more than the good opinion of others. I matter more than the good opinion of others. So when you know that you matter more than the good opinion of others, what anyone else thinks or says to you, as long as you're not emotionally reacting to that, you're not telling them that they matter more or their opinion matters more than yours. Therefore, you matter more than the good opinion of others. So through this, I discovered that I was significant, and I always was, and that the feeling of insignificance was through the events that I was attracting, through not having enough value and self-worth and loving and accepting myself, that I learned that I actually do matter more than the good opinion of others. And as long as I'm not allowing an emotional reaction to them, I'm not allowing them to take my power. I'm not allowing them to tell me that what they think is better than it was worth more than what I think of me. So I was able to stop emotionally reacting. I was able to be assertive when things would show up, but be calm and compassionate, but assertive. You know, we're not here to create doormats in people. When you learn to love and accept yourself, who you are, and you learn not to give your power to other people by understanding that you are significant, that you matter, and what you think about you matters more than what anyone else thinks about you. And the relationship with you is the most important relationship you're ever going to have in this entire life, in your entire life. So when you understand all of that, you understand that, and then looking again back at all the evidence of when you have given your power away, or when you have emotionally reacted and how you felt, the evidence basically showing that you're just hurting yourself more than the other person's hurting. So everything is there. You have that leverage. You're significant. You matter more than the good opinion of others. If you're allowing other people to matter more, other people's opinions to matter more than you, you're giving them your power. You're telling them that what they think about you is worth more than what you think about you. And you have the evidence to show you that actually when you do emotionally react, you're the one that ends up hurting more than the other person. So why do that? So when you encompass all of that together, and if something comes into your life that you don't like, it could be somebody that's angry, it could be anything. I mean, I can give you an example of a time when I was in my last relationship, when my ex-boyfriend sent me his schedule for the next 2 months, and I looked at it, and there was literally no time for me. I mean, really no time for me. So when I emotionally reacted to that, obviously I got angry, because that was before I understood the significant bit, or being made to feel insignificant. So I did get angry, but I actually threw up with it, because it hurt so much that somebody could be so inconsiderate to my feelings in a loving relationship. So when I look back at that now, I wouldn't even come close to reacting like that, because I would know that what it was showing me was that person is showing me that I'm insignificant. But I know that I am significant, and I know that I matter more than being put to the bottom of the pile and not prioritized. So then there would be a kind of a step back, a reflection. Then there would be a calm, compassionate, but assertive conversation with that person, to explain that that's not acceptable and that's not what I deserve or what I want in a relationship. I would have done things a lot differently. But everything about life is a growth. It's growth, it's learning, and it's all feedback. So if anything is coming into your life that you're not happy with, and you want to emotionally react, you want to kind of scream and shout, or you want to hide away from the world, you're still, no matter which way you're doing it, you're giving your power to these other people, telling them that what they think about you matters more. And it's just not true. So now we've got the evidence. We know that you are significant. We know that you matter more than the good opinion of others. We know that if you don't think that, you're giving away your power to other people, and that can be extremely destructive. So all in all, this in a nutshell is how I learned to create a life for me full of love and kindness, accepting who I am, exactly as I am, and how I stopped allowing the opinions of others to matter more than me, how I stopped giving my power away, which is extremely destructive, knowing that I matter more than the good opinion of others, how I understand that, other people's karma is theirs, how I react is mine. And if people are showing up in my life that are just looking for an outcome, to control, to get an outcome, then I'm not surrounding myself with authentic people. So all of these encompassed together have taught me to create a life full of love and kindness. And like I said, it's not about being a doormat, it's just standing up for yourself assertively, but keeping calm and being compassionate to somebody else's feelings. So yeah, how to be yourself. I really hope you enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed sharing that with you, as always, and with every single video I do. I really hope you get some value from that, or a lot of value from that. And if you are struggling with emotionally reacting, or being able to be yourself consistently, or there's things in your life that are showing up that you just don't know how to manage, and it's causing a lot of pain and hurt, and it's getting you to emotionally react, which then obviously makes you feel dreadful, then please get in touch, because it would just take a few little nudges, a few little tweaks to actually rectify that. And what I've shared with you today, it took years for me to get there, to get the answers. But this is again why I created As the Pennies Drop. So yeah, so I am available for coaching, one-to-one coaching, and I do offer the free consultations as well. So all my contact details are down below. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.